unemployment rate now over 14%, and millions of people are out of work. Many families are in desperate need of fresh and healthy food. And today on Long Island, thousands of people lined up to get free food straight from the farm. Eyewitness News reporter Diana Rocco has a story.
This is the biggest distribution site in New York State. They will feed more than 3,000 people today, taking food, dairy, and produce that would otherwise go bad from the farms and bringing it to those who are hurting the most.
Produce, apples, milk, bag.
Okay. The lines started forming early around Sunrise Mall in Massapequa. In-need New Yorkers waiting for food to bring home to their families.
I'm so glad because I have 3 kids. It was unemployment 1 month. And this is really good help.
This whole thing has been a trickle-down effect. You know, the pantries can't get food because the supermarkets don't have anything to donate, you know. Yeah. We can't get any food from the pantries because of the same reason, you know, so it's hard.
Island Harvest Food Bank has partnered with the state to buy food going bad on upstate farms and bring it to those who would normally seek assistance from food pantries where supplies have been running low.
It's maddening to think about, but we've had farmers having to dump their milk, and we have people down here on Long Island who need protein, need milk, need food.
Nourish New York granted food banks $25 million to buy food from those farmers and bring it to the hungry, where the need has been up by 200% in some places.
This pandemic happened really fast. Restaurants shut down, the schools shut down, the supply lines shut down suddenly. There wasn't time to prepare, but now we've taken some pause and there's been some opportunity to prepare. And now as a result, we're able to feed a lot of people, and this is going to continue.
This is just one of 60 distribution sites around New York State this week alone. And thanks to this grant from the state, they will be feeding hungry New Yorkers for months to come. In Nassau County, Long Island, I'm Diana Rocco, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Bags filled with enough food to feed a family of 3 were handed out at an emergency pop-up food pantry. Catholic Charities of Brooklyn and Queens ran the pantry in the parking lot at St. Michael's Roman Catholic Church in Sunset Park this morning. 1,500 bags of food were given out to people in need. That's a total of about 13,500 meals. There have been more than 45,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases in Brooklyn and more than 4,000 deaths.
Well, when schools closed down, the city promised to continue to provide free meals to students who need it. Later, the city expanded that to offer to any person who needed a free meal to pick them up at schools. And as a result, every day, hundreds of thousands of meals are handed out. Eyewitness News reporter Danielle Lee with more.
It's early in Brooklyn, but inside PS 376, it's busy.
What you taking on milk?
A small but determined group
that's our delivery.
Working about as fast as they can.
It's not 7:30 yet, so we should be fine.
To provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner to anyone in need. No questions asked. A line outside before their doors have opened.
2-minute warning.
No, it's not a normal day at this school at this time, that's for sure. We multiply the workload like 10 times.
Peggy Bobadilla, the site manager, and Luis Mendoza Jr., the head cook, say they don't have time to waste. People to spare.
Well, it's tiring, but it's worth it. All right, you can come in now. Good morning.
Since the pandemic began,
how many?
The demand for meals at about 475 schools turned food hubs has soared.
Come on in.
Starting at about 14,000 meals on day 1.
All right, you're welcome.
Now averaging 485 meals a day citywide, a 3,365% increase.
We're feeding as many people that we can, as long as we can do it.
PS 376 is the busiest school in Brooklyn. The cafeteria will fill all of these containers and then some. The staff tells me they're making about 5,000 meals a day. With 10 people on the team, that is 500 meals an employee.
Did we get it done?
The sacrifice by this staff doesn't go unnoticed by the people in these lines.
Thank God for this.
One less thing to worry about.
Amidst all the uncertainty, these meals, Peggy, Luis, and their team, is one thing this community knows they can count on Monday through Friday.
Gracias.
To keep their families fed.
We do it gladly.
That they're getting something to eat, it blesses me.
Danielle Lee, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And it's not just food that struggling families need right now. Food Bank for New York City today also distributed baby essentials, including wipes, diapers, and baby food. The goods going to hundreds of families in Harlem. The nonprofit called Good Plus Foundation sent an 18-wheel truck all the way from Los Angeles to Hunts Point to deliver 28 pallets of diapers to a warehouse. And if that wasn't enough, mothers also were given dried flowers to celebrate Mother's Day.
Well, Amtrak will soon resume a